What's up everybody, here's Tiago
and Julinha.
We are here in Tanzcologne and today we have a class for you about free spin. Check it out. Alright guys, so let's go for the details. We're gonna use today the lateral entries. So for the lateral, we're gonna be already on this position, on this L position. So we have the corridor open for our follower. I have the left leg without weight.
I have the right leg.
Her right. Okay, we're gonna first do some laterais. 7, 8. Tum, check, check, tum, check, check, tum. So on the lateral, remember, she stays on this line and I'm on the side line. For the free spin, we need to do the preparation. So the preparation is always when I go through my left side. And the idea is just to go again back to her line. So let's show again. We're going to do lateral, 7, 8, and a 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and. Now I'm going to my left and I'm gonna try to go again to her line. So I'm gonna step slow and now on the quick, I'm gonna step on her line and stay on her front. That's our position to lead the free spin. Okay, not free spin. We can lead with this hand or with this hand. We're gonna explain later. If you wanna lead with this hand, you just need to stay closer, and here you have a little bit more distance, all right?
So for the followers, actually this part is quite easy still before we start with the turn. So just make sure that when the leader opens, you still keep your lateral footwork. So I'm still having my step pivot here, my right is in front and a little bit bent. Also guys and girls, make sure you have enough distance, okay? So we want our elbow to be slightly bent, not completely stretched, not 90 degrees, slightly bent, so we have a little bit of tension in our hands for the next step.
Have a little bit of stretch, okay? We're gonna go for the details, but one thing that you need to learn, and you can practice now, is that when you are leading the direction, remember the direction on Zouk are on the slow steps, on the 1, 3, 5, and 7. I'm trying to always lead the direction through my body and not using only my hand or my arm, okay? I'm not pulling her, I'm doing a step to the back. So the first thing that you can practice is just step forward or backward in one line. So I'm leading her with my steps. I'm not pulling her just with my arms, okay? The same thing when I'm going forward and she's going backward, we have this tension. So let's say that the tension is 0 and we want to stay at 0. If I go forward and she doesn't follow me, this is gonna happen. Okay? We want to stay with the same tension. So if I'm going forward, she's going backwards. So we keep the tension all the same. Back, back, back. You can practice just transferring the weight and then doing steps.
So followers, you actually don't want him to push or pull you, but as he moves, his hand moves and your hand moves, and you don't want to bend the elbow or stretch the elbow, but you rather want to keep the same distance, the same tension as Tiago said, and that's why we have to move when he moves his body as well. Also make sure to have his arm not too high up or not too low down. Keep it more or less at the belly button line, okay?
Okay, so this is going to be important for the free spin because we're going to give her this direction on the line and then we're going to have a rotation so she can turn, right? And this direction we're going to try as much as possible, if you have space, do through our body and not stay only here and using the arm, okay?
Okay, let's go through the footwork for the free spin. This is especially for the followers, but leaders, we do definitely recommend you to
You will do it. It's not a chance. You need to do it. Okay, leader? Do it with us.
You listen to Tiago. So, okay, let's go. The free spin is a traveling spin, so it's a turn on the line. You want to do each step in this line. So you have your left leg free. The first step is just direction. Go to the front with the left. The second step, you will go parallel with your right in this line. And now transfer the weight to the right. And you push the floor with the right and rotate on the right leg, land with the left. Also on the same line. Okay, one more time. You go direction with left, parallel with right and left. Also in the same direction on this line. Okay? I'm gonna give you some tips for this because it's not so easy for your balance. So I've got 2 tips for you. First of all, on your second step, you really need to push with the right leg to give you enough momentum to go all the way around, okay? So you push the right, go all the way around. Now when you land, this is super difficult. We want to be stable here in this position. So make sure to keep your feet rotated externally, so the toes are pointing out, and also make sure to have a plie, so especially your front leg is bent. Okay, observe my front leg but also my back leg are bent, and the thighs are touching at the highest point of their thighs. Okay, you really want to engage here and plie. Also make sure this step is not too short. Okay, last tip for you. When you arrive, you want to absorb your momentum into the ground. So I'm turning on my balls of the foot and I really want to bring the momentum to the ground, be stable here, bend the knees, and then I can go back to basic, okay?
Okay, so the biggest mistake that we always see on our beginner class when we're doing this is exactly that people are not using the push step a lot and they are finished. If you use the line here, you can see the line. We want to finish the turn like this and not like this. So for that, you need to use this push the floor step. So the right one to push up and forward. And as Julia said, try to do an external rotation. It's gonna help you to stay stable, okay? Practice this a lot. You cannot land like this with the toes pointing forward only because this is not stable, and like this, no chance, okay? It needs to be a little bit externally rotated, all right? So, again, for the footwork for the leaders, we're gonna use this slow step to do the normal lateral, but now we're gonna use the quick to get in the line. Forward, not backwards anymore like we were doing on the preparation before, not the side step pattern, but forward and then on the line. Okay, it's just easier to stay like this close to your partner. Now we're gonna go back. As I said, if you have space, you're gonna go with your whole body. If you don't have a lot of space, you can use a little bit of your arms. Just make sure not to pull a lot, okay? So we're gonna use here again a L hook. So I'm gonna give the direction, and now we have a rotation. So I'm using her frame to send her on this rotation. She has now momentum already. It's 1, 2, and. All right? So as you see, Julia is moving with her frame. She cannot have spaghetti arms and let her frame go and don't go with her, right?
And also, leaders, this is not salsa. I love salsa, by the way, but this is not salsa.
Yeah.
So make sure not to throw the arm.
Okay.
Also not the other one, but also not throw the arm. It's
Yeah.
unnecessary, okay? So you just have this little hook.
Yeah, you don't have to do the big prep, and you don't have to throw the hand all to the way to the outside, right? So what you're gonna do is give her the direction, give her the rotation, and now that she's turning, her back is now to me. I'm gonna put my hand between her shoulder blades and catch her shoulder blade. Okay, so I can go back to the basic step. So let's do it again. We're gonna do together, wait. I have the right leg without weight, she has her left. Are you ready? Do it with me, okay? 7, 8, and 1, 2, and. Alright? These 2 steps, it depends how far our follower is traveling. If she's traveling a lot, like doing huge steps, I need to go back. So I'm gonna do this slow, and now these 2 quick steps, it depends on her. If she's traveling a lot, I go back, alright? Otherwise I'm gonna lose my toes. If not, I can stay more on the spot. So I do the direction step, and now the quick, I stay on the spot.
Okay, followers, let's just talk quickly about our left arm. As Tiago said, leaders, it's super important that the leaders catch their followers as soon as possible. So I, as follower, know in which distance I'm going to arrive, and I really want to bring my shoulder blade back in contact with his hand. So what am I going to do with the left arm? The left arm doesn't want to stay here, and then I'm trapped. That's the dance trap in the dance prison. When I arrive, or while turning, I have my arms in front of my belly button. When I arrive, I bring my elbow just up his arm and then on his side again, okay? So where his arm is with my elbow cannot be his nose. Basic anatomy, guys. And
now we can go.
Okay. Sorry. Careful, you know. So this is the basic version to bring your arm up and out of the dance prison. Of course, if you already dance other styles and know how to style, you can definitely also style as long as you not hit him, okay?
Alright, so we did the direction step, quick steps on the spot or traveling back, and now here you can show your leg, prepare, and then go to the basic step. Okay, the same thing this here is an outside turn because I'm leading her hand to her outside. Okay, it's still a left turn for her, but we are doing as outside turn. You can do the free spin with the inside turn. Free spin is because she's turning free, so it makes sense when I'm talking only about the free spin. It would be this one because she's literally turning without my hand. Once we use the inside turn to lead the free spin, still a free spin, but I still have the connection. So what I'm gonna do, I have the 2 fingers connection. I'm gonna give her direction exactly as before. And now I'm gonna watch what time it is on my imaginary watch. Turn into her hook. So I'm just turning my thumbs down and my palm is showing to her face. And then I lead her turn. So I'm leading this halo. So the same pattern, the same settings as before. I'm gonna give the direction and then a rotation, okay? Let's show again. Remember, if I'm doing with my left hand, I cannot go as far, right? So if I'm doing the slow, quick, with this hand I need to be a little bit closer. Now I'm gonna give the direction, rotation, rotation. Still catching her with my right hand and then going back to basic step. Try to do it with us.
So for the followers, there's no difference here in the footwork, but for us it's super important in this variation to keep the frame. So I want to have my elbow pointing downwards. My hand just makes this beautiful cup, okay, for him to turn in, and I keep my right hand on my right side, so in between nose and ear line. I want to keep it more or less in front of my right shoulder to do this turn, okay?
Yeah, so she has the nose line and the ear line. Always pay attention with your frame, okay? So let's do it together. 7, 8, and slow lateral, quick, slow preparation, and slow free spin, and slow, quick, slow, quick, slow. So guys, we're gonna do now, you guys gonna do with us, first lateral and free spin for the leaders with the right hand, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and a 3, prepare. 5, 6, and 7, 8, and a 1. Nice. Again, with the right hand. Now with the right, left hand leaders.
Others, keep your frame.
5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, and 5. Stay close. Boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, boom. Again. 7, 8. Let's go.
With us. It was a pleasure as always. Remember, if you have any questions, you can write us and then we will be super happy to answer you for the questions, and see you in the next video.
Yeah, thank you so much. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe, give it a like and thumbs up.